Last night, when I had a chance to talk with my sister-in-law, Lauren, I was able to have a conversation with her about some thoughts I had about life, human development and progress and evolution, to include religion. I started off talking about how I was connecting certain events in the Bible with certain natural disaster events that actually happened on Earth, like floods, the Dryas period, when the ice and the glacial melting occurred, creating the Great Canyon and creating all these other canyons and lakes across America. We had the Wisconsin plate melted 10,000, 12,000 years ago, causing chaos across the world because of the influx of water. The sudden rush of water out of nowhere. Who can explain that? They say there were several ice shields or whatever that broke from these lakes and caused this massive flooding due to the global escalation of the temperature. Then I was like, man, what happened? And so they say they believe that's when another possible comet or meteor might have struck the ice plate, causing it to melt severely and break away. And there it goes, right there. And that's how I started to write my stories. I'll think about things like that. And so I said, wait a second. What if the book of Revelations is just a scholar writing about how the Romans invaded and took over empires, even empires that were considered like impenetrable, like Belarus, Romania, places like that the Romans controlled. So then there was a year, I don't know if it was in the 800s, but there was a year where the sun didn't shine at all. And so I thought then, what if that is what folks thought was the rapture or actual Armageddon? Because it's dark outside. We're in Armageddon. People are dying. They couldn't feed people because of the crop shortage. You couldn't grow crops really. And if you were able to, it was probably people in the Caribbean just chilling like ain't nothing going on. And maybe, and I thought about this, maybe that's why Africa looks like it does on the map. If you look at Africa, have you ever noticed that the upper part, right, is like all desert? But then if you follow the flow structures, it's like water did exist there, right? They say at one point the pyramids were covered in water, right? So that means there could have been a lot of ice and ocean over Africa at one point, making Africa an actual tropical island itself, given reason why Lake Victoria is such a tropical saltwater inland sea. It's the biggest one. I sound crazy. I sound nuts, baby. But that's what makes my music. Something happened 10,000 years ago. Because it is known that humans existed 100, and as we know it, you and I existed. Hopefully it's you and I. It could be other people listening. I don't know. Existed, 150,000 years ago with the same level of thought and consciousness. Now, for you scholars, here's the thing. Here's your homework. 150,000 years, look up every major disaster and then comment. We've been here, baby, a long time.